Hello there gang, Devere here, just playing a little bit of War in a Box, Paper Tanks. I just thought I'd throw together a quick gameplay video for you guys and gals out there, and why not? So options, there is the Unity launcher outside, you can basically set the same things here, except for no key binding, as well as your difficulty levels, normal or expert. And full screen or not. I'm not sure what custom cursor means, but not to worry about that right now. Help is just a how to kind of play, type thing. And as you unlock more of the guns here, so that tells you what the upgrade points are. And as you can see, not a lot of them. Your heavy gun, your cannon, your flak tower, your artillery, and your Tesla. So let's dive on, shall we, into the game itself with all that covered. So you have 24 levels in total. So there's a fair bit of content of sorts, and again we'll talk about that when we're diving into the game. So what I'll do is I'll pick this mission here and we can dive on in. Heavy gun is less effective against air targets, so use the new flak cannons instead. Be warned, the flak cannon cannot aim low enough to strike ground targets. Oakley dokley. So flak tower, specialised against air units, attacks air units only. Medium range tower, projectiles have an area of effect. So let's dive on in. So I mean, the visuals are quite fitting. It's very much, that's the little bubbly trail, shows us where the air is going. Get the feeling this has definitely been inspired by toy soldiers, as these look like well, paper vehicles from board games of yesteryear. You can also notice we only have very specific places to place our towers. And there's what's coming next. If you want to change the speed, you can do so here. Then you have 3 settings. Start when we're ready. We have 45 money. You also can zoom in and out, but we'll look at that when we get started. Right, so first things first, with what's coming up, I'll get a cannon or 2 out. So you click on your placement, what type of weapon you want. I want actually I'm going to put 2 cannons down. So a bit annoying, you have to click again once to confirm it. Should get away with that, so let's just get started. And of course, as you go through the game, you get harder enemy types and more tanks, obviously. So you can scroll in with your mouse wheel if you want, or use the little zoom thing here. So if you click on a turret, that's how you upgrade with your 3 upgrade levels. You also have a turret view, but unlike toy soldiers, you can't directly control the turrets, you just have to kind of let them do their thing. Click off. Let's use that to click ourselves back out. Sometimes the view gets a bit stuck in. I've found you have to use this little zoom bar to get yourself back. Alright, that's fairly successful. 16 in money wise. Still no sign of the air coming, so we'll see how these deal with that. So clearly it's a tower defence of sorts. Now it really kind of depends on what sort of player you are. If you're desperately sort of OCD and you have to see 100%, then you can find this game quite frustrating. As you might notice, these trees will block your shots. They're all projectile based bullets. Alright, we've got some air coming in, so I'm going to stick in a flak turret there. In fact, and that's part of this game really, and it's total, it's the limited placements and the limited fields of view. It's not just tower defensing it. This is as much a puzzle game in ways as it is anything else. Right, I'm going to put I've got plenty of money, so I'll put another cannon in there. And I'll stick a I'll stick a heavy gun in there. I've got enough for an upgrade to the flak turret if I need it. Yes, it's not just tower defence. In many cases, what looks like a good place for a turret, you will find out is not, because of the fire getting blocked. And basically, if you want to get that 100%, and how the game plays out, you will pretty much be hitting restart and trying your next set of turret placements. Alright, good for money again. So I'm going to stick another cannon in there. I mean, there's no point saving the money. There really isn't. As soon as it becomes available, you might as well spend it. As we've got some heavier air units coming, I'll upgrade that as well. So I mean, the interface is nice, and the gameplay itself is decent, but yeah, it can also be frustrating. I say only if you're after the 100%, especially if you're playing at expert level, because basically there is a set pattern of where you need to have which type of gun, and if you don't, the time you notice it will going down. So as you see, because I can only sell that for 15, you very rarely have the money to quickly rebuild everything up. So you're basically going to be hitting restart if you're after those 100%ers every time. As it rapidly becomes pretty clear that the developers have a very set strategy for getting 100% on each map. So then it just missed. They can do that a lot as well. Still, we've got a bit more cash. So might do. I'll stick another cannon in here. Oops. There we go. So yes, it's a game of two halves. Depends very much on how you... Those planes coming. I might upgrade... I'll upgrade this to level 3. Basically how compulsive you are about seeing 100% every time. You see, if you're not that bothered, you can get away with quite a lot of sloppiness. But if you're after that 100%, there is a very specific pattern. You also notice there wrecked vehicles can also block shots. A lot of strange design choices. As I say, this is what really makes it as much as a puzzle as anything else. Let's upgrade that to max. I've still got enough to upgrade another cannon if I need it. Let's upgrade you. I think we should pretty much walk this one. So yeah, it's not that it's terrible, but it also then, of course, it's the replay value, because once you have figured out what you need to do to get the 100%, well, saying that, looks like I might not be about to get the 100%. I didn't upgrade a turret in time, or I put the wrong kind of turret in. Oh no, hang on. Oof, got this guy down here. Oh, come on, fire. Let's definitely upgrade that one. Upgrade him again. So even there, that was very nearly... I've upgraded the wrong thing at the wrong time. It is that tight, and this is the early levels. It gets a lot worse later on. Right, that looks a bit better. I say the visuals are all nice enough looking, and some nice different vehicle types as you go through the game. And in fact, you've got a turret view if you want it. Well, you're going to need it to make sure you can see if your turrets are clear of obstructions, or as clear of obstructions as you can get them. Just to make sure we've got the last couple of heavy turrets taking care of it. So, 24 levels. Music's a bit odd for this sort of thing. You thought there'd be something that's a bit more fitting, a bit more atmospheric. To sort of fit with the toy ethos and the whole World War I type vibe going on. You thought there'd be something a little bit more... It's this kind of sort of funky rock thing. It seems a very odd choice. Let's upgrade you guys. We've got loads of money. Should have upgraded them a lot earlier. Right, Hopefully this should be able to take care of them now, though. It's only these 4 vehicles. So yes, say it's as much puzzle as it is tower defence. Unlike, say, defence grid, where you have lots of positions and lots of different turret types to choose from. There we are, success. This is very limited on that front. So it really comes down to this sort of what kind of tower defence player are you. If you like the big grand strategy things and options that something that like defence grid gives you, this is probably not going to be your cup of tea. This is very much figure out which turrets need to go where, use the turret view to check to make sure how much your shots are going to be blocked. And even then there's a bit of random luck. And sometimes your gun turrets will miss. But if you're after more, it's definitely more thinking. It's definitely more of it's more of a puzzle based tower defence. So that was War in a Box, paper tanks. So we'll conclude our dealings here, gang. Yeah, it's just one of those what sort of a challenge are you looking for type moments. Definitely with the limited turret types and the 24 maps only. Might be a better one to add for a sale. But anyway, gang, thanks for taking the time to watch the video. Hope you found it useful and entertaining in some way. And as ever, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to let me know your life, and I shall see you all next time. Bye for now.